I just picked up a few odd things.
This is the Cabinet Curiosities, and it's a project commissioned for Darwin Green. And the reason that we're in this field is because this is the starting point of the project.
And I sort of just chucked them in the back of my drawer. And I heard you lot were here, so I thought, well, I'll just bring them down. Something just from the 30s or 40s before we had plastic buttons as such, eh?
What we're doing is we're asking people to bring curious things, and we place the curious object or thing on a piece of light-sensitive paper, and then we expose it to sunlight for about 10 minutes, and then immerse it in water, and it creates this beautiful blue and white image. Today we've been making sand types in the field of some of the flowers and plants that we've been finding, and they've been growing wild for some time, so they're not being cultivated. In addition to those, on Monday we've been making cyanotypes at NIAB, which is the official seed testing station, and these are showing some of the peas and seed that they sort, and some of the instruments as well.
I brought these along. They're two little boats that my son made a couple of years ago when he was about 9, I think. And they float beautifully, and they've got drawing pins just to weight them down. And I'm just looking at them now, I've just noticed the bird's nests.
Okay, thank you.
They're just little objects that I have in my house, and I love looking at them. But it's the kind of thing he still does, makes lots of weird and wonderful things.
It's quite funny seeing them in the water because they were all floating like they were sailing. That's perfect. Yeah. Right, should we do that one? So.
Okey-doke.
I found it in my garden. I can't leave stuff alone. I have to pick it up. Anything that I found in the garden I've got. So I don't know how far you want me to stretch this, because I could bring you a sack full.
Nose pin for going through. Pin. From New Guinea. And this is a child's grass skirt from New Guinea. New Guinea.
So Virginia's teeth were
Oh, okay.
I saw that on the way out.
It's from centuries ago.
And we've made over about 300 images now of objects that people have found curious, and they've been curious to them, so some have had connections with the area. And we've also been to some schools and some colleges and some community places, and we've had some quite amazing images and objects, including archaeological finds from Roman times, so something quite sort of valuable in some sense ways, and then other things which don't necessarily look valuable, but they might be very valuable to the person.
There's my teddy bear that was bought for me by my maternal grandmother.
We picked an ivy leaf and it's green, and we got it from all the way at the bottom of our garden.
This is a bottle of air from Italy, from Pisa.
Is a moose called Mr. Chinks, and in his bag I noticed that he'd packed that spider, and when I asked him about it he said he'd got plans to play a trick on somebody in his door.